Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Eva, and today we are going to be doing a get ready with me for Trader Joe's using all new makeup that I'm yet to discuss on my channel. That is a lengthy title, but that's what's going on. I have so many new products that I have been wanting to film. I really prefer doing individual videos for each product, but just realistically, that takes a long time to edit. So in this video, the way it's going to work is I will have everything timestamped down below. So if there is a particular product you are interested in seeing me apply and then review at the end, you can check that out down below. The main star of the show is a product that I have been testing for over 2 weeks now, and I have thoughts on it. And it is the Kosas BB Burst Tinted Gel Cream. So this will definitely be applied today, and then I have one of the new Basma cream blushes that I'll be testing out. I'm also going to use this new cream bronzer that no one's talking about from Physicians Formula. I already used it last night, so it won't be a totally first impression. I'll be using that, and then I don't even know. I have so much new makeup, so we'll kind of decide as we go. But again, everything will be time-stamped below, so if you want to skip to a particular product, you can. Also, want to plug again, if you are not already, please subscribe to my channel, and I would love if you follow me on Instagram. I will put it up here. On Instagram, I'm able to do short-form content that doesn't make it to my YouTube. YouTube is, and long-form content is my preferred method of content, but there are only so many hours in the day for someone who does not do this full time. So please follow me on both. And there also is going to be a giveaway that I'm finally going to be doing soon. And one of the requirements will be to be following me on Instagram and also be subscribed. I'll talk about that in one of my videos later, probably this month. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. I already have my skincare on, so we can jump right into the complexion product. So this is the Kosas BB Burst Tinted Gel Cream. I know some of you voted on the community tab that you wanted to see a review on this. Thank you so much for voting. It really helps me prioritize. This comes in like 24, I believe, shades. I picked up the shade number 12, Light Neutral. Right off the bat, I'm going to tell you this shade match is really great. I find the neutral tones to actually be neutral. So many foundations or complexion products, I find that when they claim something's neutral, it's really not. Side note, I will not be reviewing the new Makeup Forever Glowy Foundation because I went in store to try to find my shade. The shades are so weird. I couldn't find anything that I could even make work on my skin whatsoever. So I'm hoping they expand the shade range, or maybe if I start fake tanning again in the summer months, one of their shades will work, but really disappointed in how weird their shades were. But I digress. So this Kosas BB Burst retails for $38, which I don't know, that feels like kind of expensive. The claims, I have the Sephora app up. The claims are that it is a clean tinted gel cream that's a fresh take on tinted moisturizer. It delivers a refreshing burst of active skincare, light buildable coverage, and a smooth hydrated natural finish. The coverage is light and the finish is natural. So those are the claims. Now, right off the bat, I'm going to tell you some of my thoughts on this. I'll tell you as we're applying. So I've been testing this for a couple weeks now. Sorry, someone's mowing their lawn outside. Upon initial first impression, I loved it, but then as I wore it throughout the day, I started to not really love it. So I'll talk more about it as I'm applying. I'm just gonna go in with, this is like a really old Sephora collection brush that I love, just a padded foundation brush. And the way I like to apply this product is I like to spread it out over my skin with a brush, and then to finish it off and to get rid of any streaks, I will go in with a dampened beauty sponge. Okay, so here's my thing about this foundation. It's okay, or this BB cream, like it's okay, but I feel like you have to use a lot of product in order to get any coverage whatsoever. I know they claim it's light coverage, but I want to say it's like light to non-existent. It's to the point where I feel like when I'm wearing this, if I'm just doing a light layer, it's kind of like, what's the point? So I had to use more product than I think I should in order to get any sort of basic coverage. The coverage kind of reminded me of that Hourglass skin tint, which I know a lot of people love that, but I've tried to love it. I've tried it on in Sephora so many times and in Ulta, and for me, it's one of those products where I feel like it's pointless to wear because the coverage is so minimal. I'm like, why wouldn't I just wear moisturizer? Why am I gonna pay, you know, $40 for a product that's not gonna do anything for my skin? So this, I kind of feel the same way. It does make my skin look like refreshed, and it does cover up some of my problem areas, but I don't know, I'm just not blown away by it. Like towards the end, I'll actually zoom in, but the main issue I was having is the product would build up kind of weird on my chin where I had dry patches and really emphasize them. So I don't really have the dry patches as much anymore. So towards the end of this video, I'll do a close-up and we can see how it's looking. But my first impression is I don't recommend it. Like, it's just okay. And for $40, I want to actually really love a product. So yeah, it's just okay. Like, I don't recommend it. It's not terrible, but it's not something I think you should spend your money on. I think it makes more sense if you want something else to get the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin, which I go on and on about all the time, or the new About Face foundation, or the Summer Fridays skin tint. I think those are much better options. This one, it's just, I don't know, it's okay. Like, I know I keep repeating myself, but it's just like, meh. It's like, okay, it is what it is. I have been applying this with my brush for way too long, but I actually don't think I'm gonna need a sponge because it did blend in pretty nicely. So let's now go into concealer. I have a concealer that's not super new, but I don't think I've spoken about it on the channel, on my channel, and it is the Natasha Denona Hy-Glam concealer. I picked up the shade N1. I think I could have gone a little bit lighter if I wanted to, but I really like this concealer. It is great if you have dry skin. It doesn't overly emphasize my fine lines. Every concealer is going to crease. Like, I'm sorry. If you have under eye wrinkles, it's going to crease. And yeah, it creases a little bit, but it wears really nicely. So let's go ahead and apply this. I'm trying to do how the recommended way to apply under eye concealers now with just like a little bit on each side. But I still find myself doing the millennial, like, dragging it all the way down. So we're trying to break that habit. Okay, my under eyes are concealed. I'll go back and I'll use powder in a little bit, and I will actually use a dampened beauty sponge just to like mesh everything together. But let's do bronzer. So this is a new bronzer that I have not seen anyone talk about. It's from Physicians Formula, and it is their Mineral Wear Diamond Bronzer. It comes in 2 shades. I picked up the lighter shade, which is Bronze Gem is the shade. And online, it was hard for me to realize that it was going to be a cream product, but it is a really beautiful, creamy, neutral bronze. Like, that color is really, really pretty. So the way that I am going to apply this is the way I applied it last night when I wore it. I'm going to apply this with the tapered cheek brush from Real Techniques. Just get on in there and then start applying. It's super emollient. It's really, really, really creamy. Some cream some cream highlighters are stiffer than others. This one is really creamy. Okay, got it on my upper cheeks. Now I'm going to apply a little to the forehead. I'm in the process of growing my bangs out because they're driving me nuts. So if you see some flyaways, that's why. It's because they're pinned back. Okay, I'm going to add just like a little more here. I don't know, a little more here. Also gonna just take it up my jawline a little bit. Okay, and then I'm gonna actually blend now. Here we are with just the bronzer. It's a great way of livening up my dead pale face. So yeah, really, really love this one. This is kind of like a first impression and a half because I did wear it last night and it wore well for several hours. I haven't done an all day wear test yet, but first impression and a half is that I do recommend this. I will say it was like kind of pricey. Drugstore makeup is getting out of control for some brands. Like, it's just all suspicious. Like, how is Physicians Formula, how is like Covergirl doubling in price, but then Wet n Wild can stay like $2? Some things are not adding up. But anyways, I believe this is closer to like the $17 price range. So yeah, a little on the pricier side, but I really like it. And it is a beautiful tone if you are a pale-skinned gal. Let's talk about the Basma blushes. I ordered a couple more shades of these that haven't come in yet. But the first shade I picked up is this beautiful mauve. So these retail, I believe these are like $32. Let me check. And this brand, let's see. Okay, so these retail for $28. And the packaging is beautiful. I love that it's so fun. You can just like slide it in and out. I don't know, that just brings me delight. And it comes in 6 shades. This first one is the shade Mauve. Also, if you have never tried their stick foundation, it is great. It is also available at Sephora as well, so I recommend picking the foundation up during the spring sale. Okay, so here we have Mauve, and then here we have the Physicians Formula bronzer. Something I'll say that I'm noticing on first glance is it's pretty lightly pigmented and it's really balmy. It kind of reminds me on first touch of the Makeup by Mario cheek veils a little bit. Those are moussier, but as far as pigmentation. But I like a more buildable, lighter pigmented cream blush because it's great for beginners and you can really customize it to make it the shade you want. I'm going to go in with the BK Beauty 109 brush and just start. Ooh, that is pretty. Oh, okay, that is so pretty. I love this tone as well. I did also pick up some of the shades of the new LYS stick blushes and then the new shade of the CL SPF blush, and I'm going to be doing a blush video in a couple weeks where I'm just talking about like of the launches, which blush is right for you. And in that it will have more in-depth comparisons, swatches, etc. But I really wanted to get this one on my face for today's video. That is very, very pretty. Let me look in my mirror though to make sure I applied it properly. No, it's good enough. We're just going to Trader Joe's. We don't need to look good for the people in Trader Joe's who are going to be in their sweatpants with the Sunday scaries, because Sunday is a scary day if you know, have to get back to reality on a Monday. Okay, loving that shade. And again, that is the shade Mauve. Before we move, I'm doing this in wild order. I'm just excited to film, so I'm just not really thinking, I'm just going with it. I'm trying to not overthink it. I do need to powder my under eye area because it's creasing, you know, but I am 33 and I grew up in California. So I grew up squinting my eyes all the time in the sunshine without wearing sunglasses. And now I have terrible wrinkles to pay for it. So I'm going to get a powder. I'm trying to think if I have a new face powder. Oh, you know what? I picked up the new-ish Mob Beauty face powder. So let me go look for that so we can try to get a new powder on my face during this video. I actually don't know where the Mob Beauty powder is right now. So we're just gonna use an oldie but goodie. I haven't used this in a million years. This is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in Diffused Light. I'm gonna go in just with this BK 113 brush and we are gonna powder the under eye area. Oh, that looks so, I forget how good these powders are from Hourglass. Like I always swoon over the blushes, but I forget how good just like the classic powders are. Like, dang. It took me from Crypt Keeper to woman who's ready to go to Trader Joe's to get frozen meals. I'm gonna do a little around my nose. And I don't know, just a little on my chin. And around my mouth area. Okay. Whatever. We're already powdering. Let's just powder a little more up here. Okay. We're good on the powder. Now for the eyes, we have quite a few options for the eyes. I have a lot of fun indie palettes to talk about, but I know some of you were interested in the Tom Ford Iconic Smoke palette, which I did pick up. It's going to be a little dramatic for a grocery store run, but who the heck cares? Let's go ahead and use that. But before I do, we need to prime my lids. I'm going to go in with this NYX Ultimate Shadow Primer. It's okay. Like, I'm not going to rebuy it, but it's fine. It's nothing to write home about. Lids are primed. Now we can start using Iconic Smoke from Tom Ford. So this is the cream formula. They've increased the prices criminally. It is now $90. It is now $90, which is absurd. Absurd. So here she is. There is another quad that's supposed to be coming out. I want to say it's like Bronze Ember, but I'm not really interested in that. It's not unique looking. This, on the other hand, I was very intrigued about. I'm going to do some arm swatches and insert those. Okay, so here we have the swatches. Ignore all the scars from my kitten. Here we have that kind of like all over. It's hard to see, but it's a nude shade, which will look really good to set my eyes. And then we have this really pretty, it's not quite a, yeah, it's like a bronzy taupe. And then we have two mattes here. Now I just did one swipe. So the great thing about this formula is you can really build it up. So don't be scared by the fact that these swatched a little on the lighter side. But also if I'm applying like a dark blue or a black, like I can find if it's buildable. Otherwise I'll look like Beetlejuice or something. So here is the quad. I also want to show the quad up close. Just so freaking pretty. Let's start playing with her. I'm not gonna lie, I get scared whenever I do eyeshadow on my channel because I'm so bad at eyeshadow. I've been thinking about actually signing up for Marlene Estelle Makeup Geek. She started doing a makeup academy. Originally, it was like $1,500 or something insane. And they clearly got feedback, and now it's like $9 a month or a week or something. So I'm tempted to actually sign up for that so I can up my makeup game, and then can also report back to you guys if I think it's worth the like $9 a month or whatever it is. Okay, going in with this random Nabla brush, I'm going into that cream shade, and I am just applying it all over my lid. You know what? Since it is more of a cream to powder formula, I'm actually gonna just apply this with my finger. Oh yeah, that applied. Just a lot smoother, got a lot more pigment on there. Pretty. So we have that shade all over the lid. Probably not showing that much on camera, but it's a really great shade for really canceling out any sort of like veins or discoloration on your eyelids. It's so fun pressing your finger in these because, again, it feels like butter. They are so smooth. Okay. We have that all over the lid now. I'm going to clean it up a little bit. When I was going in, reaching over with this hand, I messed it up a little bit. So I'm going in with this random Zoeva brush. I don't know what I'm doing, you guys. I never know what I'm doing when it comes to eyeshadow. But the good thing for you is that if I can make something look wearable as someone who's terrible at eyeshadow, that means you definitely can. So sometimes it's nice having someone who's not actually a makeup artist and who's challenged when it comes to eyeshadow applying it, because at the end you can be like, oh, okay, if that dummy can apply that successfully, I can too. Okay, so we have that cream shade all over. Now, what do we want to do next? I'm like kind of scared, but obviously we need to use these shades. So I'm thinking what I'll do is I'll go in my crease with this lighter of the navies, and then maybe I'll like line my eye with the darker of the navy, and then we'll do something with the shimmer. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna go in with my detail brush from Sonia G. I feel like maybe that's the right brush to use. And I'm kind of just using, oh my God, what did I just do? Okay. I'm just gonna use this to like place the product for now, and then I'm gonna use a different brush to blend it out. Okay, I don't know why I did that. I like applied it with my eye open, so now there's like random product on my lid too. Cool, cool, cool. I'm gonna try to start blending it out. I'm using this BK Beauty 202. This isn't stiff, so I don't know if this will actually blend it, but okay, that's blending well actually. Oh, okay. Pretty, pretty. I'm gonna apply a little more. I'm gonna go back in with this BK Beauty brush to really build it up because we need to make sure that everyone at Trader Joe's notices the eye look. Ooh, okay, yeah, these blend so well. These are definitely idiot proof. I mean, I always knew this formula was. I have several other of these quads, but I feel like if you're able to make a blendable cream darker shadow that a dummy like me can use, then you've done a good job. Okay, ooh, this is like, okay, this smoked out so beautifully. Holy moly. Whoa, 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 very pretty. Okay, before I like do more on this eye and probably mess it up, I'm gonna just go right in on the left eye. Wow. Holy moly, that is a gorgeous shade in a beautiful, beautiful formula. I'm gonna look up close to see where I need to clean up. Okay. Not even. I'm still so bad at blending out evenly, but wow, that is a super easy wearable smoky eye. Very beautiful. I did bring it down a little too much on this side, but you know, all things considered, I would say this is definitely idiot proof. If I ever have some sort of event, like I don't know when am I ever gonna have an event with a smoky eye, this is the shadow I'll be wearing. Okay, beautiful, 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 obsessed, obsessed, obsessed. But let's use more of the colors. I'm going to, let's try to line the eyes with the dark, dark navy. This is where it could all really go wrong. I'm gonna use this What's Up Beauty R101 brush, get that on the tip, and then just run that as close to my lash line as I can. I'm shocked by how much I'm loving this. Obsessed, obsessed. I know I'm being annoying. I just keep saying the same things over and over again, but this is a first impression, and my first impression is, oh my God, this is beautiful. Okay, now I'm gonna go on my lower lash line. Beautiful, beautiful. Still some touch-ups to do, but before we do the touch-ups, let's get this sparkly shade on. I think how I'm gonna do the sparkly shade is, you know, I don't know. I'm gonna try by just doing it. First, I'm gonna just tap it in the center of my lid. You know what, I'm gonna do it for the inner third and we'll see how that looks. And if it looks weird, then we will apply more elsewhere. I don't know. I kind of just put it all over the lid. But it looks pretty, so I'll do a little more. This is also one that I think, here, let me swatch this one again alone. This, I think, could be such a pretty one and done shade as well because you have those reflex that give it a lot of dimension. Okay, very, very, very pretty. I would say if I did this look again, I think I would not put that glittery shade on top, not because it's not pretty, but it does really deepen it up, and I kind of liked how subtle the eye looked, or like subtle for a smoky eye, it looked prior to me adding that in. I am going to go off camera and just do like a little bit of cleanup around the eye area, and then we'll be back to do highlighter, brows, mascara, and then, oh, lips. Duh, we're gonna do lips, then we're gonna talk about everything. So, see you in a few. We are back. Cleaned up a little bit. God, I can't get over how bad my hair looks right now. Ugh. Ugh. Anyways, cleaned it up a little bit. Yeah, looks good. For brows, I applied just the Benefit Ultra Fine Brow Defining Pencil in shade 2. This isn't new to me, but then I wanted to apply the Rare Beauty Flexible Lifting Gel. This, if you follow Rudy Berry on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, love her, really trust her recommendations. This is like her favorite brow gel, and it's been out of stock for so long. I picked it up a couple weeks ago, wore it for the first time last night, really liked it, but wanted to apply it again today. So things that I liked about this when I applied it last night is it does a really good job of fluffing up your brows without making them like gross and crunchy. It's also like a product where you can really pick how crazy you want your brows to look. So I could like end it here, or if I really wanted to look, I don't know, like kind of crazy with really bushy brows, I could do that. Some products, I don't know, I feel like they don't have the grip to allow that level of flexibility. But this is a product that I feel like gets my brows looking pretty close to how they do when I used to get them laminated. But then I realized that was stupid to be spending that much money on getting my brows laminated. So I highly recommend this. Now it is clear, of course, so if you want to add more pigment, you need to apply your brow pencil first before applying this. I just did like a very quick run through my brows. So it's still gonna have like a few little spots here or there that are a little sparse, but that's okay. Okay, I did this one a little too crazy. I feel like lately I've been, I don't know. It's like I forgot how to do brows after having eyebrows my entire life. Okay, looking a little weird, but you know what? You know, the vegetables and Trader Joe's can deal with it. Okay, so that is new for the brows. Oh my god, now I'm so excited for the highlight. Okay, I was gonna wait and include this when I do an overview of the Chanel Spring collection, but at this rate, I don't know when that video is gonna happen because I'm traveling next weekend. So I'm just gonna include it in this video, and if I also get a chance to do the Chanel Spring collection video, I'll talk about it again. But we are going to be talking about the Chanel limited edition, what are these called? The like Balm Essential Multi-Use Stick in the shade Mermaid. So this was the one product from the collection I didn't pick up. But then when I watched a bunch of other like luxury beauty YouTubers review the collection, so many of them said this was their favorite item and that it was really unique. So I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker. So this is a highlighting balm, and this one has like a really nice kind of like duochrome shift. I also have the original one in the shade Sculpting. So what I'm going to do now is I will insert an arm swatch of the two of them. That way if you already own Sculpting, you can kind of get a feel for if you also want to pick the new Mermaid shade up. Okay, so here we have the original in the shade Sculpting. And then here we have Mermaid Glow. The Sculpting one is just the most beautiful natural dewy highlight with no shimmer, but the Mermaid one has really pretty like pink and purple specks that you can see when I move my arms. I zoomed you in real close for this. So Mermaid Glow, different ways we could go about it. We could just like apply it directly to the face. We could do a brush first. I'm gonna go in with my finger. I'm going to go in with my finger. Oh. Oh, that is so pretty. I'll at the end do a close-up shot with my iPhone because my camera that has a better zoom is being repaired, which don't get me started on Canon and how the camera stopped working after 1 month. And then even though it was under warranty, they made me pay $400 to get it fixed. So yeah, that's been fun. That's been a fun, frustrating ride. Okay, this is so pretty. Holy moly, this is a glass highlighter. And I already know I love this formula because I have the original one. At first I was so skeptical about these because they're $48. They're $48. And like almost every brand has like a highlighty glow stick now. This is like the new one from Pixi. But this formula, I'm yet to find one of these stick balms or one of these stick highlighters that matches this formula. I would say the Glossier one comes close, but there's just something so magical about these. Last step, we have to do lips. We have to do lips. There are many options for the lips, but what I want to do is I want to do the new Summer Fridays limited edition because who knows if it'll be limited edition, birthday cake balm. I feel like with this look, I'm going to want to do a very simple lip anyways. So I'm going to grab a lip liner actually, looking around to see if there's one around me that I want to use. I'm going to grab a lip liner and then we will apply this. I totally forgot to include this. We are going to use, you guys probably remember these if you are a millennial. Covergirl used to have these tinted like lip markers. Well, they're back. They are back in new and better packaging, and they have like, I want to say like 5 or 6 shades. I did wear one of them and it was fine. I don't think it lasted that long. I can't remember. So I'm not really going to be able to like provide a full review on this quite yet. But what I will do is I will apply it as the lip liner and then we will apply the Summer Fridays balm over it. So these are, you know what, I'm going to do a hand swatch. They are like a marker. I do wish that it came to a pointier tip so that it would be easier to do more of a lip line instead of an all over. So we'll apply it with the intention of it being a lip liner, but then if it looks too crazy, we'll just fill it all in and then go over it with the Summer Fridays balm. Oh, and this is the shade 10 Shuggy Girl. It's a weird name. Okay, one complaint about these actually is that the color on the packaging does not match the actual shade whatsoever. Okay, here we are with it applied as a lip liner. I think it looks a little too crazy on its own, like a little too stark to then be applying like a relatively clear gloss over it. So instead, I'm gonna just fill in the rest of my lip. Okay, there we go. Very pretty. Definitely does not match the outer packaging, but it's pretty. Now we're going in with the limited edition Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm and Birthday Cake. Okay, there are a lot of products that are hyped up and that I think are way overhyped and unnecessary. This is a product that is not that. I think the Lip Butter Balms by Summer Fridays are worth every bit of hype. They are so hydrating. They are so comfortable. They're very pigmented. They're beautiful. And yeah, they're worth the hype. I get why, you know, Gen Alpha is obsessed with them. Okay, ooh, so pretty. It is a glittery shade, or rather shimmery. It smells just like birthday cake. Ooh, it smells just like Funfetti. And the lip stain isn't transferring, by the way. It stays put after you apply it. I just don't remember it lasting that long, but what I'm gonna do is when I'm editing this video, I'll have a note up on the screen letting you know how long it lasted and if I recommend it or if I'm just middle of the road about it. Because right now I'm just middle of the road, but if it lasts for the Trader Joe's trip, maybe I'll feel otherwise. Okay, this shade is so beautiful. It is not overly glittery. It is just subtle shimmer. Very, very subtle shimmer. Smells good. Beautiful. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. Okay, so makeup is done. Just looking down in the mirror. Makeup's done, I think. Yeah, makeup's done. I'm gonna do a close-up, a scary close-up on my phone, you will see my wrinkles and pores and all, because I don't use filters on this channel, and I never will use filters on this channel, by the way. A lot of other YouTubers do use filters, beauty filters. Anyways, I will zoom you in, and then I'm gonna come back and just give you my thoughts on everything that we tried. I'm taking you in nice and close to see the makeup. I think it looks pretty good. Again, the blending on the eyes, not that great, but the foundation looks okay. My neck is so pale, I need to fake tan it because I look like a bobblehead. But yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. I realized I didn't apply mascara, but I did just apply mascara off camera. I applied the Too Faced Better Than Sex Brown Mascara. I was gonna hold it up, but I don't know where I put it. Okay, let's go through everything. I'm gonna give you my initial thoughts. Okay, some of these are gonna be repeated, but whatever. Okay, so the Kosas BB cream, it's just okay. Don't think it's worth $38. I don't recommend it. It's not bad. I'm gonna finish it up, but I will not be repurchasing it, and it's not something I'm gonna recommend that you pick up. If you want something with kind of like the similar purpose of light coverage, buildable, comfortable, get the Denona Myricks Yummy Skin or get the Summer Fridays Skin Tint. But I would say pass on this one. It's just okay. Bronzer, love. Like, the more I was looking at myself in my iPhone, loved how my bronzer looked. Looks so seamless, melted right into the skin. Definitely check out the Mineral Wear Diamond Cream Bronzer from Physicians Formula. As always, I will have everything linked down below. I do earn a small commission through affiliate links. It's a great way to support my channel. So if you decide to purchase any of these items, would love if you consider purchasing through my links. Okay, next up, the blush. Oh, the blush. The blush is beautiful. It is gorgeous. It just sunk into the skin beautifully. It worked so well with the bronzer, with the highlighter on top, everything. This is a beautiful, everyday, super wearable cheek product. And I'm really excited to see what the brand releases next, because it was just foundation for the longest time. So very excited. Maybe they'll do some like lip products next. So this one also a winner. A lot of winners. Honestly, pretty much everything is a winner except for the foundation. Iconic Smoke. I was like really skeptical about picking this up because I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to do an eye look with this without looking like Beetlejuice. Like, that was my fear. And it's not a perfect look, but it's pretty wearable and pretty good, considering I'm pretty inept when it comes to eyeshadow. So if you are advanced or beginner, I would recommend checking this out if you want to spend $90 on an eyeshadow palette. It is available at Sephora now. I wanted to mention that. So this is one that I would add to your wish list if you want it, and then wait until the April sale when you'll get it for 10, 15, or 20% off. So love this. Really glad I picked this up. What else? Oh my God, the highlighter. Holy moly. I am obsessed. I'm obsessed. It, even though it has those like sparkles in it, they don't show up as sparkles on the skin. You saw in my close-up when I was like moving my face around in the sunlight, it just provides the healthiest, glowiest, most beautiful, dewy glow. So if like I'm gonna recommend one thing from this video that you pick up, I mean, that's kind of tough, but honestly, this one's limited edition. So I'm going to recommend the limited edition item that I love any and every day. This one, if you get one item, yes, it's $48, but it's pretty dang magical. I would prioritize, if you're trying to set a budget, maybe picking this guy up because he's beautiful. I've just decided he's a merman instead of a mermaid. He is beautiful and provides such a beautiful glow and dew. Okay, lips. This thing that's probably going to dry out because I don't know where the lid is. It was fine. Again, I'll have a note on the screen right here when I'm editing, letting you know how I feel about it. But right now, I'm not recommending it. I'm just like, it's okay. It's like nostalgic, but didn't blow me away. But again, if it ends up wearing for several hours, I'll put a note on the screen. Okay, Summer Fridays, birthday cake balm. This is so beautiful. It's so beautiful. I love it. I love it. However, I don't believe that it's going to be limited edition, you guys. Like, they're claiming it's limited edition. I just don't believe it. Like, I don't know. I would say if you're interested in it, actually, I don't, who knows if it's limited edition. It's really beautiful and it's really pretty. But if it ends up being limited edition, it's not the end of the world. You can just use their clear one. But I do really like the shimmers in this. So this is another winner. The brow gel. Amazing. Amazing brow gel. Amazing brow gel. Definitely recommend adding this to your Sephora love list for the sale. And I believe that is everything new that we tried in this video. Thank you for coming along for the ride. Now I gotta go to Trader Joe's and get some food for the week. So thank you so much for tuning in. As a reminder, would love if you subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram, where I post more beauty content and then random like pop culture stuff, 90 Day Fiance, reality TV, all that jazz. So would love for you to follow me there. And as far as upcoming videos, hoping to be doing a blush video covering all of the new blush releases, and then I have a bunch of indie brands. I don't know what's next, but the videos are going to keep coming. Right now, definitely one a week, but my goal is to just bring my editing speed down so that I can be moving closer to twice a week. But as always, really appreciate your support, your comments, and your thumbs up, all of the above. Thank you, and I hope you have a great rest of your morning, afternoon, or night, depending on when you're watching this.